Hey everybody, Zee Garcia here, and today we're going to be playing a card game in which we are expanding our gallery. This is ArtSee. In this game, the players are going to be taking turns playing cards to their own gallery in different collections and trying to score the most prestige points. You are making sets in front of you and then making sure that the new visitors are not visiting your opponents, but instead hopefully visiting you, scoring you, like I said, prestige points, and at the end, hopefully having the most prestige points in the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the game works. I'll come on back after a quick explanation, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Here we're going to be taking a look at a game set up for 3 players. You start with 2 cards in front of you. You have a number of visitors. We've got 3 cards in our hands, and then you've got the pile of prestige points here, as well as these bonus points possibly earned later on. And we are going to be taking turns over and over until the game is completely over. All the cards from these 2 draw piles are gone. All the cards in our hands are gone. And try to see who has the most prestige points. That player will be the winner. So on your turn, you're going to follow a few different steps. You're going to play a card, welcome visitors. You are going to earn prestige, possibly claim a masterpiece, and then finally draw a new card back up to 3 in your hand. So I'll go ahead and play for yellow here. The backs of the cards tell you what the color is on the front. And so I am going to begin by playing a card. So that's my first choice, play a card. So I'm going to take this card here and I'm going to play it there. And it's either at the bottom of a column or I can start a new column to this side of my columns or to this side. So I'm going to play that one. That's the first step. Play a card. Second thing is welcome visitors. The other players are going to check. This is a yellow exhibit here. If they have any yellow exhibits at the bottoms of their columns. In this case, the players do not. There's red and blue, blue and green over here. I never welcome visitors from my own card play. So that's the second thing. No new visitors in this case. Now I'm going to earn prestige points. As you see, this is yellow. It has an arrow pointing that way. So I check the next column in that direction. If it's my own, so if it's here, it would check my own column there, and it sees 1 yellow painting there. If I play over here, and I have no more column that way, no further columns, then it simply goes around the table and checks the next player's closest column to me, which would also, in this case, have a single yellow painting on it, also earn me 1 prestige point. But I'll do that. So I have now played one. I'm going to earn prestige, in this case, 1 prestige. I put that in my points pile. I could claim a masterpiece, which I'm nowhere near doing, and then I draw a new card from the top of one of the 2 piles, and that's it for my turn, and it'll be the next player's go. So this player is going to go ahead and take a turn. They're going to play this card here. It's a red card. So visitors are going to show up here. We put a little visitor token there. That's a red one. Nobody else has a red one. Then I am going to, this player is next going to earn prestige. There's 1 red painting they are pointing at. So they earn 1. They could claim a masterpiece. They won't. And then they draw a new card. They're going to take a red. They're going to start getting invested in making a nice long grouping of red so that they can score it. So though you do have to be mindful, because if you leave a long, a large group of any one color exposed on one of the 2 sides, your opponent from that side could point to it and score off of them as well. So this player will go, and then back to this one. When you cover a visitor, you are going to earn victory points for that visitor as well, prestige points. So if I cover this one, players get visitors, all that. Whatever number of prestige points I score, I get +1 for each visitor that I covered on the card I just played on top of, right? So let's talk about these right here, these bonus points. Whenever I score enough that I could earn one of these, I may choose to do so. And it is 5 through 9 prestige points in the 4 colors. So let's say much later in the game I make a move, I score 8 yellow prestige. I could, at that point, take that bonus painting there, and I'm going to put it somewhere between stacks. So I could put it there between these 2. I could even put it here, or I could put it there, okay? Each spot will have a single one of those bonus paintings, and you can only take 1 per color. And this is going to score me some bonus points at the end. In this case, the 8s give me 3 bonus points. And another thing that happens is, from now on, when I play and I score bonus prestige points pointing that way, right? This yellow arrow pointing that way, I count this in between. So if this play, well, let's change it up here for the example. Let's say I've got 2 visitors there, and I play in here. After all the other players get their visitors, I'm going to score 1, 2 for them, 3, 4, 5. So I would take 5 prestige points like that. And then these go back to my available pool. This sticks around. If it's on the outside again and someone counts past it to a column, they count it if it's the necessary color. And then at the very end of the game, you get another bonus if you have multiple colors. So for example, if I manage to get 3 out of the 4 different colors, I get another bonus 6 prestige points. So that's basically it. You're building up these large stacks of paintings, trying to score based on them, get the colors you need for the bonuses. Sometimes you'll get, 6 in green, for example, but I might choose not to take it because I think I might get a better one later on. You can choose not to take one and wait, because since you only get 1 of each color. And at the end of the game, you count up your prestige, your possible bonus from these, and you see who has the most. That player is going to be the winner of the game. All right, there it is. Let's go ahead and talk about this. All right, I'm going to start right at the top here with thematic ties. The game has a very pleasant setting, but it is very, very abstracted. It's completely abstracted, I would say. So it doesn't feel like I'm putting together a gallery. It doesn't feel like anything but purely a mechanical exercise. And the mechanisms are nice, but that's all that the game feels like. The aesthetics, on the other hand, I think are very nice. They're lovely illustrations, has a really clean graphic design. So from a visual point of view and a production point of view, the game gets a thumbs up from me. Replayability, very low. The game feels really samey from play to play. There's going to be no surprises past, honestly, the first play of this. There is largely the same sorts of things going on. Game length is good. There's some nice rising tension as the decks of cards start to vanish. You see the end game approaching. It looks like you might not make it to one of those goals, the bonuses. So I like that. There's, like I said, some nice rising tension with the game length. Ease of play is also very high. There's a nice simple turn structure. There's a touch of interactivity between the players with the visitors, avoiding playing if it's all the same, to colors that other players have so that you don't give them that 1 free point if they choose to cover that up later. And then lastly, tactics and strategy and luck. It's pretty low. The tactics and strategy in this game are very obvious, very apparent what to do. If you have a large stack of a color, keep scoring that color. If you are missing a bonus and you have the cards to build towards it, build towards that bonus. If you have a large exposed column, cover it with an extra column on the outside of it. If another player, especially that player, doesn't yet have that bonus color. Again, once you've played this game once, you know exactly what you should do the next time. You have 2 choices when you draw a card. Pick the one that you need. It's fairly obvious what you should and should not do in the game. So there you go. Overall, I enjoy the game all right. It's not a game I dislike necessarily. It's one that is very simple to play. It's sort of an easy game to get into and go through. But it also is one that, to a certain degree, kind of plays itself while you are going through the motions a little bit. So here's my bottom line. A smooth design with attractive artwork, but the tactics are obvious and the gameplay fails to generate excitement. This is going to get a 5.5 out of 10 from me. And if you enjoyed that overview, if you think it's something you might get a kick out of, I certainly would say, yeah, no problem. Go ahead and pick up a copy of this. But it's not that I think you should be targeting if you are looking for a little pizzazz, a little excitement in your game night. Maybe as an ender to a long evening, as a way to relax and sort of de-stress, then yeah, this might be a good choice for that. So there you go. That is ArtSee. I'm Zee Garcia. I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.